Sam Westing found dead.
Industrialist Will found leaves behind 200 million.
14 strangers named in millionaire's will.
Westing's life taken by heir. Will accuses.
Foul play, suspected paper bearer's death.
It all began at Sunset Tower.
The sun sets in the west.
Just about everybody knows that.
But Sunset Towers is in the east.
Strange.
Sunset Towers faces east and has no towers.
Here it is, folks, the apartment you've always dreamed of at a rent that you can afford.
On the newest, most luxurious building located right on Lake Michigan. You'll have to see it to believe it. But these unbelievably elegant apartments are shown by appointment only. Hurry now, there are only a few left. Ah, Mrs. Wexler, I'm so glad you got my letter. My name is Barney Northrup. Now, I only have one apartment left, but it was perfect. Just made for you.
Who does that house belong to? It looks haunted.
Why, that's the Westing Mansion, little girl. It's been empty for 13 years now. Now, Sunset Towers is a historical monument, but despite all this luxury, the cost to rent here is less than what your old house costs to upkeep.
It's perfect. We'll take it.
Of course you will. Ah, Mrs. Pulaski. Now, I only have one apartment left, but it was perfect. Just made for you. Now, is that breathtaking or is it breathtaking?
Not especially.
Oh, well, I have 20 people begging me for this apartment, so you can either take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
That's what I thought. Ah, Mr. Boo, Sunset Towers offers the perfect place for your unbelievably elegant restaurant. You see those chandeliers? They're made of crystals.
I'll take it.
Of course you will. Ah, Mrs. Baumbach, look at that lake view.
It's lovely.
Judge, how about these carpets? They are 3 inches thick.
It'll do nicely.
Ah, the Theodore Rockus brothers. All floors are handicap accessible with floor-to-ceiling windows that provide a great opportunity for bird watching. Thanks. Ahem! You're late, Mrs. Crow. The maid's apartment is on the 4th floor and the back rooms need cleaning. Get to work!
Yes, Mr. Northrup.
All apartments rented out in one day. I still got a knack for it.
They're already on the mailboxes.
That's not so strange.
They're engraved.
Who are these people? These specially selected tenants of Sunset Towers?
We are mothers.
And fathers.
And children.
A dressmaker.
A secretary.
A judge.
But that's not all. One of them is a private eye. One of them is a bond. One of them is a mistake.
We all have our secrets. Can you figure out who won it all in the Westing room?
Hey, look, a red-headed woodpecker. Someone's limping.
business.
Oh, it's just fascinating. People go in, people go out. I hold the door. Say, how's your pops' new restaurant?
Ugh, he's in a rage.
Ugh.
Only 3 people came to the opening last week, and he made me skip track practice twice to hand out flyers.
Yikes. Also, I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the name Dougie? It doesn't really fit, well, a girl.
Well, you see, my dad, he always wanted a boy, so I guess I've been a disappointment my whole life.
Guys, look! You spoke to it out of the chimney of the Westinghouse.
What does she think we were looking at anyway?
Nick's name, you don't want an Nick K in the N shape from the onboard K if you know what I'm
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Do you think old Mr. Weston still up there?
old man Weston? Nah, nobody's seen him for years. Supposed to be living on an island down in the South Seas. But most folks, they say he's dead. Long gone dead.
And they say his corpse is still up there. His body sprawled out on a fancy oriental rug. And there's maggots creeping his eye sockets, crawling out his nose hole.
Well, I suppose somebody must be up there. Maybe it's them kids again.
What kids did?
Well, as a matter of fact, it happened 1 year ago tonight. On Halloween.
But what happened? It seems it all started with a bet. You see, somebody bet this young fella $1. He couldn't stay in that spooky house for 5 minutes. One measly buck. And he wasn't even hardly in that house on midday before he comes tearing out like he was being chased by a ghost. Or worse. And now.
Well, what happened to him?
He sits up there in that state asylum all day just saying, purple wings, purple wings. It's never that experience. You see, he came out of that house, his hands were dripping in warm, red blood. And no one heard from him since.
Poor kid. All that pain, suffering. For $1 bet. $1.
We'll make it $2 for every minute I stay in there. And you're on it.
Yeah, all right.
You'll chicken out.
I will not, Dougie, who? Turtle Wexler's never chickened out of anything.
I'll take that bet. Anybody else?
Sure, fine.
I guess.
Well, we'll need a timekeeper. I can't do it. My family expects me to be home.
There ain't no way I'm dragging my bum up there in the middle of the night.
I'll do it. We'll meet here at midnight. All right, kid?
I'm not a kid, Dougie, who? And you better be ready to spend a long night waiting.
Oh man, I gotta go. I'm late making my brother his dinner, so I'll see you guys later.
And I've got to finish my workout. See you tonight.
And that's how it all began, with the dare and the bet. Dougie and I went about our days as usual, doing chores and homework, little knowing that that Halloween night would change all of our lives forever. Turn, dear. Oh, please be careful, Mrs. Blombaugh. Angela has very delicate skin.
No, it's. I see smoke coming from the west station.
Mom, can you rebraid my hair before tonight? Turtle, why must you burst into the room like this? Can't you see that we're busy? And why must you wear this silly costume, Turtle? I mean, 13 is too old for that sort of thing. I don't know why you insist on making yourself so ugly. Oh. Well, it's no sillier than a wedding dress. Nobody gets married anymore, and if they do, they don't wear stupid wedding dresses. Who would want to marry that stupid, stuck-up, know-it-all, marshmallow-faced, fatty Dr. Denton? Turtle! Denton, dear, is a brilliant young man. And when Angela is married, she'll become Angela, dear. How precious that sounds. Turtle, reports or whatever it is you do in there.
I'll rebraid your hair when I'm done in here, Turtle.
What an angel!
What do you mean his corpse was rotting on an oriental rug? Was it a Persian rug or maybe a Chinese one? And why were you wasting your time listening to an overeat delivery boy with an overactive imagination when you should have been studying? Don't shrug at me, go study.
Sure, Dad. Go study, go study. Only there's no school tomorrow. Just track practice. Jeez.
Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, hey. Oh, funny thing. Oh, yeah, I saw someone leaping up at the Westing Mansion today. Isn't that crazy?
About the Westing Mansion?
Yeah.
Huh. You want to hear? I'll tell you something about that place, you know? Right, they say that there's someone up there, but there's nobody in sight. Just rich Sam Westing. But he's dead. Dead as a squashed June bug rotting away on an ancient moth-eaten oriental rug. And high above the putrid corpse, a crystal chandelier is twinkling. It tinkles and it twinkles, but not a single breath of air stirs in that gloomy tomb of a room.
Wow, you're gonna be a great writer someday.
Oh, thanks, man. Why don't you come hang out with me in the kitchen while I get dinner ready?
Okay.
The Halloween rain was full that night as the creepy witch T.R. Wexler flew across the sky on her broomstick. She struck fear into the hearts of everyone who heard her wicked laughter. Where's that Dougie Hill?
You brat!
You scared me.
Well, hurry up. You're wasting precious money-making time.
Hold my drink. Who opened the doors?
I don't know. They were open when I got here. Maybe they're expecting you. Ghosts who are out to seek revenge on little brats. Like Hitchens.
There are no such things as ghosts, Dougie here. And besides, all you have to do is be, friendly like to them. Speak kindly. Compliment their shoes. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Hurry up.
This is T.R. Wexler reporting to you live from inside the Westing Mansion. Okay, well, there's nothing to be afraid of in here. Just some cobwebs and creaky stairs. No ghosts or purple wings. Spat. Someone there? Yes. No. If I'm found dead in bed,
Frady cat! Ooh. She came out screaming after 12 minutes. 12 minutes! And then she went on and on about some dead man that looked like Uncle Sam.
Say.
Oh, here comes the little Frady cat. Yeah.
oh yeah? Well, listen to this, mister. I don't believe it.
I'm Terry Gilbert here today with your Daily Financial Podcast for November 1st. This morning, the business world was shocked by news that mysterious multi-billionaire Samuel Westing was found dead in his Westington mansion last night. From meager beginnings, he built the giant Westing Paper Corporation and founded the city of Westington, his estate is estimated to be worth over $200 million. Westing was a dedicated games man and a master at chess. A great patriot, Samuel Westing was famous for his 4th of July celebrations where his disguises would amaze his guests. Most famous of all was the year he dressed up as Betsy Ross. The Paper King's later years were marred by tragedy, however. His only daughter, Violet, drowned on the eve of her wedding, and 2 years after that, his marriage fell apart. 13 years ago, he was sued by an inventor over the rights to disposable diapers.
Disposable diaper? What
On his way to
gosh.
court, Westing and his friend, Dr. Sidney Sykes, were involved in a near fatal car accident. Both men were hospitalized with severe injuries. They reportedly recovered. However, Westington disappeared from sight. Julian R. Eastman, CEO of Westing Paper Products, released this statement. "We are as surprised as you are and deeply saddened. A tragic end to a tragic life. Sam Westing was a truly great and important man." And your daily financial podcast for November 1st, I am Terry Covert.
That's it.
Wait, it didn't say who gets the money.
But when did they find the body? You know, it had to have been after midnight. You know, they didn't find you in there, Turtle. Otherwise, you'd be a suspect of his untimely demise.
Yeah, maybe you screamed him to death.
Yeah, tease me all you want, Dougie Who. I stayed in that house for 12 minutes, which means each of you owe me $24.
I'll pay you later, Turtle. I gotta make some deliveries.
You better, Oda Shamber. Otherwise, you'll get a kick in the shins you never forget.
I already did.
As a named beneficiary in the estate of Samuel W. Westing, your attendance is required at the Westing Mansion tomorrow for the reading of the will. Huh, what?
Look, Turtle. It's starting to snow.
Excuse me. Hi. I'm the lawyer for Miss Westing. And are you free later, or?
Hello, Angela, sweetie.
Denton, I didn't know you would be here.
I'm in her too, sweetheart.
What, Denton? I had no idea you'd be here. But of course, I knew you'll soon be enough with the family.
Grace, you look lovely as ever. Turtle.
Hello, Denton. I didn't know that this was the pajama party.
I wish this lawyer would hurry up. I've got to get back to the hospital.
Oh, hello, Theo. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Miss Bombach. Hey, look, it's snowing.
I know. You were trying to tell us about the itsy-bitsy snowflakes.
Miss Bombach, my brother's not an infant, and he's not mentally challenged either, so please, no more baby talk.
No, of course not. I'm sorry.
Oh, you seem awful chipper, Sandy.
Well, you would be too if the man you most despise ups and dies and goes and maids you in his will.
It isn't wise to speak ill of the dead, Sandy.
Won't say another word about him, for your sake, Crow. Now, how are we gonna get this thing started?
We're still waiting for Miss Seidel Pulaski.
Oh, hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'm still trying to get used to this. Crunch. Oh, crunch. What a horrible word. But I guess I'm just going to have to get used to it.
And what happened, Pulaski? Did you pull Turtle's brain?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just some sort of wasting disease. But paying me not, I shall spend out the rest of my time living each precious day to the fullest.
What's her problem?
Traveling's sporadic, me hostess.
You may begin.
Thank you. My name is Edward Clubb. Although I never had the honor of meeting Samuel Westing, I was appointed executor of his will. I have examined the documents as thoroughly as possible in the very short time available. I have verified the will's witnesses as Julian R. Eastman, CEO of Westing Paper Products, and Dr. Sidney Sykes. I shall now read from the will. I, Samuel W. Westing, resident of Westing County in the fair state of Wisconsin, in the great and glorious United States of America, being of sound mind and memory, do hereby declare this to be my last will and testament. First, I returned home to live among my friends and my enemies. I came home to seek my heir, aware that in doing so I faced my death. And so I did. Today I have gathered together my nearest and dearest, my 14 nieces and nephews.
What?
Sit down, Grace Windsor Wexler. Sorry, that was Mr. Westing.
If it's any comfort to you, Miss Wexler, I'm just as appalled by our purported relationship.
No, I didn't mean
Yes,
I heard that. Because I can't hear anything over all of this chatter.
Tomorrow my ashes will be scattered to the four winds. Second, I, Samuel W. Westing, hereby swear that I did not die of natural causes. My life was taken from me by one of you.
Murder does that mean that Sam Westing was murdered?
Of course it means it was murder. Murder? And the will said the murderer was one of us.
The police are helpless. The culprit is far too cunning to be apprehended for this dastardly deed. I alone know the name. Now it is up to you. Cast out the sinner and let the guilty rise and confess.
Amen.
Third, who among you is worthy to be the Westing heir? The estate is at the crossroads. The heir who wins the windfall will be the one who finds the
Ashes. You get it? It's a joke. The one who wins the windfall will, never mind.
Fourth. Hail to thee, O land of opportunity. You have made me the son of poor immigrants, rich, powerful, and respected. So take stock in America, my heirs, and sing in praise of this generous land. You too may strike it rich who dares to play the Westing game.
The game? What game? No matter. This is either a cruel trick or the man is insane.
Fifth, sit down, Your Honor. Sixth, and now, dear friends, relatives, and enemies, the Westing game begins. The rules are simple. 14 players, 7 pairs. Each pair will receive $10,000 and one set of clues. If any player drops out, his or her partner must leave the game, and the pair must return the money. Players will be given 2 days' notice of the next session. Each pair may then give one answer. Object of the game, to win.
Ooh, did you hear that, Crow? $10,000. Now watch that and Major come.
Seventh, the heirs will now be paired. When called, gather together with your partner and come collect your envelope. Your name and position will be exactly as you signed it on the receipt. It will be up to the other players to discover who you really are. Pair 1, Turtle Wexler, Witch, Flora Baumbach, Dressmaker.
Which?
Pair 2, Chris Theodorakis, Birdwatcher, D. Denton Deer, intern, St. Joseph's Hospital, Department of Plastic Surgery.
But my brother should be with me.
I'll be fine. Theo.
Pair 3, Alexander Suthers, Doorman, J.J. Ford, Judge, Appellate Division of the State Supreme Court. Pair 4, James Shane Hu, Restaurateur, Grace Windsor Wexler, Heiress.
You'll be happy to know that Mr. Westing really was my Uncle Sam.
Pair 5, Bertha Airwood, Salvation Soup Kitchen, Otis Amber, Deliverer. Pair 6, Theo Theodorakis, brother, W. first in all-state mile run.
I guess that makes us partners, Miss Pulaski.
Pair 7, Seidel Kolaski, secretary to the president, Angela Wexler, none.
None?
Angela?
What have you been a nun?
Womp womp.
8, money. Each pair in attendance has now received a check for the sum of $10,000. The check cannot be cashed without the signatures of both partners. Spend it wisely or go for broke. May God thy gold refine.
You keep the money, Mr. McSuthers.
Thanks, Judge. Also, is all this legal?
It's not only legal, it's a shrewd way to make sure everyone stays playing the game.
Nasal drip.
9, each pair has also received a set of clues. No two sets of clues are alike. It is not what you have, it's what you don't have that counts.
That makes no sense. Watch it.
I didn't see it. I really didn't see it.
It's not so bad. We got King Crow and Queen Anne.
Is this on or no?
Say it out loud.
I'm sorry, Mr. McSuthers. Playing a pawn in this foolish game is one thing.
No, Judge, please don't quit on me. I mean, I'd have to give all that money back. It would break my wife's heart. I got 2 kids. Westing lost me my job. He didn't give me a pension when he fired me, and I got more reason to hate the man than anyone else.
Don't be too sure about that.
Judge, please don't quit on me just because of a few nonsensical words.
Fine, I'll stay.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll play the game just as Sam Weston would have played it. Me.
Haven't you memorized them yet?
I think so, but I can't make heads or tails of them.
Well, they make perfect sense to me.
Gibberish.
Oh. Mr. Plum, what are these clues to anyway? I mean, exactly what are we supposed to find?
Purple waves.
Oh!
It's still gibberish.
Hey yo, Mr. Plum, can we get a copy of the will?
A copy will be on file.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The will will not be filed until the first of the year. My instructions specifically state that no heir is allowed to see any of the documents from now until the game is over.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing Miss Pulaski over there is making us all a copy, isn't it?
Oh, you
Test. Mr. Plum, isn't there like another part, a statement or something? I mean, it's like the good doctor says, this all makes no sense.
10. Senseless, you say. Death is senseless, yet makes way for the living. Life, too, is senseless unless you know who you are and which way the wind blows. So on with the game. The solution is simple if you know who you are looking for, but heirs beware, be aware. Some are not who they say they are, and some are not who they seem to be. God bless you all, and remember this, buy Westing paper products.
That night, a giant snowstorm blanketed all of Westingtown. No telephones, no electricity. Snowbound with a murderer. With only candles to light our way, the slow procession looked like some ancient, mysterious rite, as partner sought out partner on the windowless stairs.
2, 3, 4.
I don't know. Ooh, maybe they're numbers. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I still think on is no. And knows what we've got. No real clues, no lead, no will.
I was playing chess with someone in the game room last night.
Who?
I don't know. That's the weird thing. I don't really know who. Every time I look at the board, another piece had been moved. And then there's the other thing. The will said that no two sets of clues are alike. Maybe all the clues put together make one message. A message that points to the murderer. Yeah. Somehow or other, we'll have to get the heirs to pool their clues.
Right. Because the killer just can't wait to hand over the clues. That'll hang him.
I mean, that would give us a suspect, if someone didn't want to share or something.
Fine. Share our clues. Snowstorm or no snowstorm. I've got to keep it shape.
You do you.
For invitation to tea and coffee, these people wouldn't look at me twice unless they wanted something from me. Well, I was smart enough to take those shorthand notes of the will, so that's too bad for them. Oh, and I can keep a secret, that's for sure. Those notes are safely hidden away where no one can find them.
Should we look at our clues now?
Oh, yes. Yes, here. You take some, and I'll take some.
Good.
Oh, Florida, I thought it said who. It's good.
From
Spacious.
Grace.
Friends. That's your mother's name, isn't it? Oh, well, don't worry, your mother couldn't be the murderer. The will says it's not what you have, it's what you don't have. That counts. Let's hear about the other clues.
King, Queen. Otis Amber said something about King Otis and Queen Crow. Purple waves. Mother switched 2 clues around when Sandy mentioned those words. On or no. Dougie and Theo couldn't decide if it was right side up or upside down. Oh, and I found a slip of paper in Turtle's room with the initials MT on it. It could stand for either mountain or empty.
Good, good. Now, read all the clues together.
Good hood, from spacious grace, king, queen, purple waves, on, no, mountain, empty.
What we don't have is a verb. What about the judge?
She said something about being a pawn. Oh, and Turtle showed me Mr. Westing's obituary in the newspaper. I think everyone has a copy by now.
Knock, knock. Would either of you be up to play a game of chess?
No, thank you, Theo.
Thanks anyway. I'll see you later, Angela.
This says that Sam Westing was a master of chess. No wonder Theo's so interested. Do you know anything about the game, Angela?
A little. But the judge says she's the pawn, Otis Amber's the king, and Crow's the queen. It must be a coincidence.
Well, let's leave no stone unturned. Let's grab my notebook from the hiding place. It's about time I transcribe these notes. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Angela! Angela! My notes have been stolen! Lost. Important business papers of no value to anyone but the owner. Please return to Zadelpolowski 3C. No questions asked.
Found 6 clues. Following clues printed on squares of Westing's toilet tissue were found in the 3rd floor hallway. Braided kicking tortoise is a brat.
Order down. Coming up to the 5th floor and dining style at Jimmy's American Diner, specializing in beef.
Weston, an informal party tonight. From 8 o'clock on, we're all invited. Apartment 4D.
Turtle, wherever you are, be home at 7:30 sharp. Your loving mother. I hate getting to a party early, but I am not going to miss a trick tonight.
Sure wish Sandy wasn't snowed at home. At least then I have someone to talk to besides that stupid Dougie who.
Turtle, please no kicking tonight. Try to remember that you're a lady.
Come on, Lily.
Hi, Judge, I hope I'm not too early.
I'm not at all. Would you care for a drink, Miss Wexler?
Fun.
So how exactly are you related to the West?
Goodness, this ginger, spicy. How am I related to the Westings? Westings? Well, Mr. Westing was my father's oldest brother, or was he the youngest brother of my father's father?
Your father's brother, really? Because if the relationship was on the paternal side, wouldn't your maiden name be Westing? And if there was no other connections,
Mr. Who? Jimmy, over here.
oh, Angela, Miss Pulaski. Angela, you'll be getting married soon.
Oh yes, it's my one claim to fame.
Oh yes, some women, they have all the luck. Of course, not all of us women opt for marriage. Isn't that right, Judge Ford?
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Oh. Well. Yes! I, in fact, would like a refill.
Can I get you something, Miss Pulaski?
Oh, something non-alcoholic, please. Doctor's orders.
Okay, ginger ale for the chessboard, coming right up.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about chess. Tell me about it.
Theo?
Well, there are 16 white pieces and 16 black pieces. Do you play chess, Judge Ford?
Well, a bit, but I haven't played in years. Baba!
You don't mind if I call you Baba, do you? No, not at all. Well, I was thinking the will said, may God thy gold find. I think it means we need to refine our gold in the stock market, you know? We need to put money on the stocks the clues point to.
But what about the murderer? I thought we were supposed to find the name of the murderer.
I used your brain, that was just to put us off track.
I don't know, Turtle.
Gambling? It's not gambling, it's investing. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I would do it myself if I was 18, but I can't. You have to be the one.
But what about buy Westing paper products? I'm sure that was in the will.
Right, we'll add WPP, the list of stocks we're going to buy.
May God thy gold refine. That sounds like it's from something. Let's take a poll. I'll bet 10 cents it's from the Bible. Shakespeare.
Make it $10.
Oh my. Well, all right, $10.
And how do you know those words in the will?
I don't know, just remember.
Oh, then, since you remembered so well, you're clearly so good at remembering. Tell me what comes before that.
I don't know. What?
Well, the exact quotation is spend it wisely and may God thy gold.
Mr. Who, I've been thinking about how to get more people to come to your restaurant. You see, it's all about your gimmick. Jimmy's sounds like every other American diner. You know, what you need is a name people would forget. A name like Who's On First. Do you remember the old base routine, Dougie?
Yes. Who's on second? No. What's on second? Who's on first?
It's an idiotic name. Who's on first makes it sound like my restaurant's on First Street.
Well, not the way I'll promote it won't. What do you think, Dougie?
I think who's on first is a dandy.
Who elected you, Joe? My restaurant.
Your daughter. Taro, do you know what time it is? It's 8:45. Why? Oh, no reason. Angela, there you are! I was just talking to Mr. Who about catering for your wedding shower on Saturday. Mom, can we not talk about this right now?
Angela, I can't do all the planning for this wedding by myself, you know. I mean, when are you going to start taking an interest in these things?
Before this evening comes to a close, I have a question for the group, and perhaps others do too. How many of you actually met Mr. Weston? Thank you.
I don't know about the rest of you, but our clues aren't really making that much sense. But if no two sets of clues are alike, that could mean that all the clues are only one part of one message. The more clues we put together, the better chance we have of finding the murderer and winning the game. And then, the inheritance would be split into equal shares.
And what about the clues in the will itself?
I mean, no.
Yes, we'd appreciate a copy of the will, Miss Pulaski.
Well, equal shares doesn't seem exactly fair. So that's the only one who thought of taking notes.
Of course.
I am not a thief, Miss Pulaski. I found your notebook sitting on a table in my restaurant this afternoon. Believe me or not, I don't really care because those notes that you so selfishly dangle under all of our noses are completely worthless. My partner here knows shorthand. Those are nothing but senseless scrolls.
Gibberish! Gibberish. Pure gibberish. I mean, yes, those are standard shorthand symbols, but they don't translate into words.
Worthless! Felon!
This is ridiculous! I will not be treated like this in my own apartment building. Certainly not by the likes of you. Good evening, Judge. Thank you for the party.
Of course you run away! Thief!
Seidel, don't!
No, you don't understand! None of you do! You don't know what it's like to be... Who cares a thing about Fidel Pulaski? Nobody!
Yeah.
That's who! I knew I could trust any of you! You can't read my shorthand? Because I wrote it in Polish!
Okay. Assuming that's true, I suggest we offer Miss Pulaski here a slightly larger share of the inheritance in exchange for a copy of the will. In English. However, I repeat, neither my partner nor I stole your notebook. And if anyone accuses us of murder, forget it. We both have airtight alibis.
Now. No one's accusing you. We don't need to get into where we were the night of the murder.
And to prove our innocence, my partner and I are willing to share our clues.
Now, Mr. Who, in the court of law, a person is innocent until proven guilty. And all of us should have a choice whether or not to share our clues without any implications of guilt.
Well, I'm not sharing our clues with any of you! You are thieves and liars! All of you!
Seidel, can we please just think about it?
Yeah, I don't want to give up our clues either, Baba. I know mine will work. Come on, let's go over those spots again. I suggest we postpone any decisions until all the heirs are in attendance.
I'm here. Just look at me. Let's go. What a mess. What could have caused it?
I think it was a bomb.
Now we don't know what it was.
First there was a hissing, and then bang, bang, bang. Sparks flying everywhere. Red sparks, purple sparks. It was awful. A bomb. Could it be?
Well, if you're looking for a snowbound private detective, you found it. Now, what mystery may I solve for you today?
Yes, this is Judge J.J. Ford. I would like to have you look into Sam Weston and all the other heirs to his will.
Well, Judge Ford, it would be my pleasure. Is there anything in particular you would like to know?
The Weston connections, who had a grudge against him, everything.
Way to Sunset Towers, and it was about time too. Between that lousy Dougie here and my mother, I never wanted to be back to school so bad.
Hey, Judge. Heard you had quite the party last night. Sorry I missed it. I've been meaning to thank you for all you've done for the wife and me. I mean, giving us that check and everything.
Don't mention it, Mr. McSuthers. It was my pleasure.
I was also able to make some headway on our clues. Skies am shining brother. Skies is Sykes rearranged. Dr. Sykes was one of the people that witnessed the will. Am brother has the word amber in it. Like Otis Amber. And shining has the word shin in it. And turtle kicks people in the shin.
Well, that's remarkable, but we're looking for one name, not three.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part.
Have you heard about Theo's proposal? The one about sharing the clues. I think it might be a good idea.
No, Judge. All the clues adding up to one message. Well, it just makes too much sense, especially for a shrewd man like Samuel Westing. It just makes too much sense. Let's stick it out, just you and me. I mean, I got myself the smartest partner of all of them.
As you wish, Mr. McSuthers.
You know, what I can't figure out, Judge, is why I'm one of the heirs. I made no bones about hating Mr. Westing. I just thought it was mutual. I mean, unless Sam Westing's out to get someone from his grave.
You're not the only one who has a grudge against Sam Weston. I can guarantee that. And perhaps he's wronged us all. But what we do have to find out is which one of the heirs, as you say, he's out to get. And that's why I've hired a private detective.
You mean, we're gonna play it my way?
Mr. McSuthers, Sam Weston may be dead, but just this once, I will beat him at his own game.
Listen, kid, I'd like to help you. Really. But I'm just an intern. And in plastic surgery. It'd be different if you wanted a nose job or a facelift. We'll fix the problems you don't know you have. Okay. I meant that to be funny. Wasn't kidding. Your brother suggested sharing clues. That sounds like a fine idea to me. Listen, kid, I don't have all day. I have people relying on me in the hospital.
Just read the clues.
Gee, genius hadn't thought of that one. For and plane of grain shed? I've got no idea what that means.
Or and plane of green shed. And plane of green shed. Or and plane of green shed. Grain. I wonder which grain.
You want me to list you grains? Corn. Ever heard of this one? Barley. Oats. Rye.
Ooh, oats. Oats. Otis. Otis Amber. You think he's the killer? Does he limp? I saw someone limping on Halloween.
A Halloween limper? Boy, I will keep an eye out. Now, what about signing that check?
No. No, I don't think I will. Come and see me again.
Oh, fine. Thanks, Andy. Oh, do you happen to play any chess?
Chess? Nah, I never knew the game. I'm a whiz at hearts, though. They used to call me Shooter.
Yeah, very nice. Thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
Hey, Angela. I found that quotation for you, or, rather the librarian did. May God thy gold refine.
Really?
Yeah. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be in nothingness, and every gain divine. Now, I guess it really doesn't have anything to do with money or the will, just Uncle Sam's patriotism popping up again.
Thank you, Theo.
No problemo. So, waiting for anyone?
Denson and I are going somewhere.
Oh, he seems, nice.
He's a good doctor, top of his class in medical school.
Wow.
We've got to get going, Angela.
Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
Bye, Theo.
Hi, Dr. Deere.
I can't drive you home tonight. I'm on duty at the hospital.
That's fine, I'll take the bus.
I wish you would get your driver's license. I don't like you riding the bus alone at night.
Maybe I won't go then. I'll just visit Seidel.
Seidel Pulaski is crazy.
Is that your medical opinion?
I looked into her disease for you. She made it all up. Nothing's wrong with her legs at all.
No, you're wrong.
First, you asked me to check up on her. Now you don't want my opinion?
I never asked you to check up on her. I just wanted to see if there was something you could do to help her.
Well, if you're just going to ignore whatever I say, don't ask me to solve everyone's problems.
Fine.
What's really the problem, Angela? Oh! The guest list is too long. Oh! My wedding dress isn't ready. You'll have much bigger problems to deal with when you're married to me! Unless you don't want to get married. Angela, and that was funny, Angela.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Colonel. Children. Denton, I think you should go.
But
Are you all right, child?
Your mother's a hard woman.
Oh, don't cry.
There's nothing so bad that a little love and faith in the Lord can't fix. Shh. There's too much sadness in the world. Don't make your own. Now you dry your eyes and you go stay with your friends if you don't want to go home. You must trust in the Lord. He'll help you.
Thank you, Mrs. Colonel.
Call me brother, my dear.
Good night, Martha.
Good night, Angela. Sorry. course I go.
Oh. Well, that was the shortest date ever.
Let's not talk about it.
Oh. Well, let's go over our clues.
Oh, Mrs. Crow just gave me this.
Oh.
It's 3 more clues.
Well,
Above thy beautiful.
Miss Crab, why would she give them to you?
I don't know. I remember that, Otis.
I remember them too. That's not the point. What if somebody finds them? Crow? Crow, you listen to me.
Nobody will find them.
How can you know that? If somebody finds them, they'll know our clues. Where did you have them last?
I had them in my pocket earlier. Anybody could have took them.
Oh, this just gets better. You're trying to sabotage our chances to win on purpose, aren't you?
Don't yell at me, Otis. I can't take it. This game is wrong. I can feel it in my bones. I ain't meant to play, and I know I ain't meant to win. Why would he pick me? Why choose me? I've got a terrible feeling about this, Otis. We all pay for our sins in the end, and I think my time's come.
Nonsense, Bud. He's dead and gone. He can't hurt you anymore. And we didn't kill him, so we're safe, right? Right, Crow?
Sometimes I feel as though I'll never escape the horrible things I've done.
Hey, Dougie, wait up! Right? I figured out our clues. Right? I rearranged the letters and I came up with 2 avenues to investigate. Right? The first one is ammonium nitrate, chemical name for that. You know, it's something used in like fertilizer, explosives, rocket propellants, you know.
I knew our clues were a pile of fertilizer.
Sure you did.
What's the second?
The remaining letters are O-T-I-S.
Otis, huh? I didn't think he was smart enough to pull off a murder.
Would you just sit still and listen for once? Right? We're partners, you and I, and you gotta do your share.
Fine. What do you want me to do?
Well, follow Otis Amber.
The private investigator obtained a few newspaper clippings about Mrs. Weston. It's so odd, though. No first name, no maiden name, and she's only ever referred to as Mrs. Samuel Weston. And no clear pictures.
Here's one about the daughter. Violet Westing to marry Senator? Oh, and here's a picture. It looks like it's at a dance.
My, Violet Weston looks a lot like Angela Weston. And who's that man dancing with her? Does he look like Theo to you?
That's George Theodorakis. So Angela looks like Violet Westing. Theo looks like his dad, George. Huh. Oh. Yeah, I remember now. Sure hope that Angela's happier than Violet was.
What do you mean?
Just common gossip at the time. Violet and George were childhood sweethearts, but Westing wanted Violet to marry someone important. Well, people said that Westing's daughter killed herself rather than have to marry another man.
You tell me, Mr. McSuthers, you seem to know the things that go on in this building. Does Angela Wexler seem happy with her choice of young man?
They seem happy enough, what little I've seen of them. I sure hope so. I mean, if Sam Westing wanted to replay that terrible drama, well, Angela Wexler would have to die.
just gonna go over there on that table. Oh, hi, welcome. Right. Yeah, over here. Girls, gather round. Angela's going to open her presents now. Don't forget to read the cards out loud, dear.
To the bride-to-be in the kitchen stuck, an asparagus cooker and lots of luck. From Cookie Barf Springer. If you want your man to sit up and beg, you'll do your best to always poach his egg. It's an egg poacher from Melinda Bumvinol. The next one's from Lily Flatch. It's another asparagus cooker.
Oh, I sure hope Dr. D likes asparagus. I'm sure you could return it for something else, do you? Dr. Stark has so much entertaining to do. Oh, look how Angela's hands are shaking. She's as nervous as a drill. Oh, that's just the variety.
Oh, hurry up, Angela. You are such a turtle. Get away! Yes, my dear.
Have you figured it out yet? Which heir took Sam Westing's life? And what about the other mysteries? Like who's the bomber, the private eye, and the mistake? Do you have enough clues? Do any of us? It's Turtle!
Turtle, is Angela okay?
She'll be okay.
Oh,
Doctors had to take some glass out of her hands, but no stitches. And the burns are healed okay.
That's okay.
Nothing is okay. Angela's face will be scarred forever. It is clear to me that one of you is a thief, one of you is a murderer, and one of you is a bomb. And me, you're all the same person. I don't know who is who, but I do know that my Angela never hurt a fly. And whoever you are, your vicious attack will not go unpunished.
Some games. I just want to let you win.
What a horrible thing to say.
The real question is, why haven't they figured out who did it? Why aren't they searching the building?
The bomb squad doesn't have enough evidence to search the apartments.
Oh, you call that justice?
Justice is exactly what I would call that.
But it was a bomb, wasn't it?
They said it wasn't so much a bomb as a childish prank.
Childish! Prank? That brat is capable of anything.
Hey, we shouldn't accuse.
Evil pranks of the devil.
Childish prank! My eye! And it was one of those packages that you delivered, you monster.
Fire! Evil!
Mr. Please. We agreed that the explosion was destructive, but it was made of fireworks triggered by a candle and a tall open jar. No one would have been hurt if Angela had not tipped the jar towards herself.
A time vault!
I still don't remember.
It's traumatic amnesia. It happens after sudden accidents. Don't worry, Angie Pie. You're gonna be just fine.
You're going to be fine, Angela, just fine.
My face.
Oh, dentist says 1 or 2 skin grafts and you won't be able to see the scar.
I don't want plastic surgery.
Angela needs her rest, Grace.
Okay. Well, I'll be right outside if you need anything.
We'll have to postpone the wedding.
We could have a small informal service.
My mother won't like that.
How about you, Angela? What would you want?
Denton, I don't want to get married. Not right now.
Not right now. What do you mean not right now? Do you want to get married at all?
I don't know.
You're in shock. No. You're being ridiculous.
Why don't you just leave her alone already?
Visiting hours are over, you little brat.
I'm not a visitor, I'm a sister. Get your German hands off of me!
Turtle!
5 minutes with her before I call security.
Such a fatty. Sorry. I just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
Fireworks would have gone off in my face if you hadn't pulled them towards yourself.
I'm just happy you're all right.
Ange, why'd you do it?
What are you talking
Come on, I know it was you. I gave you that candle.
Turtle,
Don't lie. Why would you blow up your own party?
Everything was just so out of control, and I had to stop it. And Turtle, I'm more than just a pretty face or someone's fiance. I guess it was pretty stupid. Do you think Mom knows?
No, she never will. Leave that to me. My private detective is having a difficult time getting into the not-so-public records of Westington. But we'll have to put the Westings aside for the moment. I have the information he sent over about the Westing heirs, but he wasn't able to find the Westing connection for everyone.
I was able to do my own brand of snooping as well.
I imagine we'll both have to get our hands dirty before this is over.
Shall we just get going with what we got?
Yeah, I'll start with the Who's. James Shane, who was an inventor. He actually sued Sam Weston over the invention of the disposable diaper. They settled out of court last year for $25,000, but Who thinks he was cheated. He hasn't invented anything since.
Actually, Judge, that's not entirely true. He invented these great paper insoles for your shoes. I can even take some credit for them. My feet were killing me from standing at that door all day. So I said to Jimmy, if only someone would invent some insoles for your shoe that didn't take up as much room as those weird foam rubber ones. And he did. I mean, they are just great, Judge. I got some in my shoe right now if you want to see.
No, thank you.
Jimmy's Restaurant is now Who's On First, eatery of athletes. Treat your taste buds to a scrumptious meal while feasting your eyes on a stunning snowscape before it melts away. Reasonable prices, too.
These are clues of purple waves for his fruited seagull.
Well, the doorman mentioned purple lips. It must mean something.
The murderer had that motive. Purple fruited makes more sense than purple waves. Maybe grapes. Plum.
Yes, but Sammy said plums. Plum. Wait, wasn't that the name of the lawyer who read the will?
Yes, Grace, wait. You're absolutely right. Purple fruit and purple fruit and plum. The lawyer's name was at Plum.
We got it!
What? Wait. What about the other clues?
No, they must be meant to throw us off. At Plum!
You're gonna be rich.
I better go see Angela.
Who's next, Bob?
Let's move on to Crow. Bertha Erica Crow, married at 16, divorced at 40.
I was able to get my hands on some hospital records, problems related to chronic alcoholism, and 3 arrests for vagrancy.
Otis said she gave up drinking when she took up religion. She started the Good Salvation soup kitchen on Skid Row. What's her Westing connection?
Unknown.
Monday was a gray and cloudy day. Bad for catching whippers. Good for birds. I saw the perfect Kennedy goose V. Brentochennedesis. What if I could really walk? And I was a spy in disguise. My wheelchair is my alibi. Pretty good alibi. Maybe too good.
What did you learn about the Theodoractuses?
Theo and Chris's dad, George Theodoractus, grew up here in Westingtown. He and Violet Westing were childhood sweethearts until Violet's mother broke them up because she wanted Violet to marry a politician.
Wait, are you saying it was Mrs. Weston who arranged the marriage, not Sam Weston?
Yep, that's how I understood it at least. From my understanding, Westing tried to involve Violet in his paper company. Hoped that she'd maybe take over for him one day. But when Violet decided that she wanted to be a teacher, well, after that, Westing didn't pay her much attention.
So it was Mrs. Weston who hand-picked the politician to marry Violet.
At least thought he'd end up in the White House.
Yeah, and said he ended up serving a 5-year jail term for bribery.
And poor Violet. She couldn't face marrying that guy. She also couldn't turn against her mother. So, she drowned herself in the lake.
Sometime after Violet's death, George Theodoractus married a woman named Catherine. They both died in a car crash last year, and they left 2 sons. Theo was 18, so he took custody of his brother Chris.
You know, Judge, both them boys is real smart. Theo was accepted to the University of Wisconsin, but he probably won't go on account of his brother. And Chris, well, Chris was a normal kid up until that accident. He had a real future. Could have been a scientist or a professor. It'd take a big chunk of money to get him through college with a disability like that.
I didn't know that.
Some think so.
Yes, Mr. McSanders, but let's keep ourselves on task. Who's next?
D. Denton D. He's engaged to Angela Wexler, who kind of looks like Violet Westing, but Violet was engaged to a politician. Angela's engaged to an intern. It's awful confusing, but it's the best I got.
So, the question is, does Sam Weston think that Denton Deere represents the hack politician or Angela's true love?
Hey, Chris.
Hey. You limp.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not the creature from the Black Lagoon, okay? Have you gotten any leads on the clues?
Yeah, Mrs. Bombot came by. She saw one of our clues, you know. So she felt bad, so she showed me one of hers. It was mountain. But I don't think we should tell Turtle.
Mountain, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if the treasure's hidden in a grain shed on a mountain plain, I sure don't have time to look for it, do you?
Nope.
What do you say we ditch these clues? I have some big news, but promise not to get too excited, okay? I found a doctor, a neurologist, a nerve doctor. He specializes in conditions like yours.
Another operation?
No, Chris, not another operation. Do you hear me? The doctor may need to do some tests, examine you a little. I have your brother's permission, but no one will touch you unless we talk it over first. You and me, together.
You can, have the money.
The money? You can forget about the money. You won't need these in the hospital. A lot of birds in the hospital. Ready to go?
Otis Joseph Amber, delivery boy, 4th grade dropout, IQ 50, bachelor, no living relatives. His Weston connection is that he delivered letters to and from the young lawyer at the time.
That's something private I found out about, Otis.
Yes, why?
I would have guessed he had an IQ of -10. Boom! Boom yourself.
I got another invitation to the Western Mansion on Saturday. I'll have you both signed since you're here. Oh, don't forget to fill out your application. I don't get paid unless he's right or wrong.
Thank you, Mr. Amber.
Boom!
No, Mr. McSuthers, I think you may be right about that, man.
Well, we better keep looking. There's only 2 days left until Saturday.
Yes, Saigon Pulaski, secretary to the president of School Sausages. She's taking her first vacation in 25 years. 6 months saved up time. Prior to Sunset Tower, she lived with her mother and maiden aunt. Weston connection?
No idea.
Strange. She doesn't seem to fit.
Oh, I found this in my lap when I woke up. It has more clues.
Oh, what are they?
America with majesties. I think Crow must have left them.
Mrs. Crow. What's going on between you two?
Nothing. She's my friend.
Friends. Must be nice to have such good friends. I guess I'd better go. You're probably tired of all of this attention.
Slide wait. You're my friend too. Please. Stay a while.
Now we're on to the Wexlers. Grace Windsor Wexler, divorced 2 years ago. Her daughter, Angela, went to college for a year. She had high grades, but she dropped out.
The scuttlebutt is Angela left college when she got engaged. Money reasons, I think. What's their Weston connection?
Well, Grace claims that Sam Weston is her real uncle. Do you have anything about Turtle?
Turtle. She's a stock market whiz and a good kid. But she does kick people. Did you know her real name is Tabitha Ruth?
Windclopper. Grace Wexler's maiden name isn't Windsor, it's Windclopper. Wasn't there here it is. Bertha Erica Crow. Ex-husband's name, Wendy Windclopper.
How? Grace Windsor Wexler's related to somebody, all right? She's related to the cleaning lady. You think she knows?
I doubt it. Well, here's an interview with Crow's childhood friend. Oh my, Mr. Cyrus. Look at the name of the woman who was interviewed.
Pulaski.
Not just Pulaski, Sybil Pulaski. Sam Weston wanted Crow's childhood friend, Sybil Pulaski, to be one of the heirs. And he got Seidel Pulaski instead.
Gee, Judge, I never noticed that. Boy, am I, though. But what does it mean?
What does it mean? It means that Sam Weston just made his first mistake. Now what we do have to find out is which one of the heirs he wanted to punish the most.
The one he wanted to punish the most. Maybe the one who hurt him the most. The one who caused his daughter's death.
Correct. He wanted to punish the person he held responsible for his daughter's death. The person who forced Violet to marry a man she loathed.
Mrs. Westing. But Judge, that's not possible. Mrs. Westing is not an heir.
I think she is, and Mrs. Weston is the answer, and she's the one we have to protect.
Baba, do you know how to braid hair?
Do you want ribbons?
Yeah.
Your hair was so thick. My Rosalie's was always so fine.
Is she pretty? Who died?
All mothers think their daughters are beautiful. Especially when they're exceptional.
My mom said I looked like a turtle when I was born.
Oh,
It's fine. She said it's still the same. But I don't care. Where's your daughter now?
gone. Many days now. Gone. You know, you never told me your real name.
Oh, it's Alice.
Lovely name.
Look, the CEO of Western Paper Products, Julian R. Eastman, announced today that earnings from all divisions are expected to double in the next quarter.
That's nice, dear.
All right, listen carefully. As soon as you get to the stockbroker's office, I want you to sell AMO, sell SBA, and sell MT. And put all the money into WPP, okay?
But that would mean selling all of our clue stocks. We'll lose thousands.
Trust me.
You are the smart one, Alice.
My name's not really Alice.
Would you like me to call you Alice?
Yeah. Is that weird?
Not to me, Alice.
Okay. Well, come on. We've got that big exchange to make.
I haven't finished tying your ribbons.
Don't worry. I like them hanging.
Flora Baumbach, she had a daughter named Rosalie who had Down syndrome. Flora sold a bridal shop when Rosalie died of pneumonia, age 19.
She's about the right age for Mrs. Weston. What's her connection?
No luck, Judge. She made the wedding dress for Violet Weston. Well, the one she never got to wear.
Mr. McSuggers, we only have one more day left, and I still feel like we're missing something.
Well, we still got 2 more heirs to discuss. Alexander McSuggers, called Sandy. I worked in Westing's paper plant for about 20 years until Westing fired me for trying to get the workers to unionize. No. Name?
Josie Joe Ford with a hyphen between Josie and Joe.
Education?
Columbia, law degree at Harvard.
Westing connection?
Well, my mother was a servant in the Weston household, and my father worked for the railroad. He was the gardener on Westing job.
Hold on. You knew the Westings? You lived in the Westing house?
Well, I hardly saw Mrs. Weston, and Violet was a few years younger than I. She was never allowed to play with the other children, especially not the skinny, long-legged black daughter of the servant.
Gee, Judge, you must have been real lonely not having anyone to play with.
I played with Sam Weston. Chess. Hour after hour we played. He lectured me, he insulted me, and he won. Every single day. The last time we played, I was so excited to have taken his queen, only to have to checkmate me in the next move. I mean, Sam Weston had deliberately sacrificed his queen, and I fell for it. The last words he ever said to me were, "Stupid child, you can't have a brain in that frizzy little head of yours to make a move like that." My parents sent me to boarding school when I was 12. They visited when they could. And I never stepped foot in the Weston house again until 2 years ago.
Gee, Judge, folks must have worked real hard. An education like the one you got will cost a fortune.
Sam Weston paid for my education.
Huh. That's the first decent thing I've heard about.
Hardly decent. He knew it was in his favor to have a judge in his pocket. Needless to say, I have recused myself from every case remotely tied to Weston affairs.
You know, you're awfully hard on yourself, Judge. And him, too. Maybe Weston paid for your education because you was smart and needy. And all the rest you did on your own.
This is getting us nowhere. Just right. Education financed by Sam Weston, debt never repaid.
Turtle, are you all right? Say something. Tell me where it hurts.
My brain.
Oh, some childish brain this is.
The bomber strikes again. How I spent my summer vacation by Turtle Wexler.
Did someone steal that from you, Turtle? You couldn't have done something like this, could you?
I'd like to see a lawyer.
A lawyer?
I think we can settle this right now without a lawyer, young lady. You surprised me, Turtle Wexler. I thought that you were too smart to commit such a dangerous, destructive, and frankly stupid act. Why'd you do it? To hurt someone? To get back at someone? Your mother, perhaps?
No, ma'am.
Turtle, you couldn't have done something like this, could you? Judge, I'm telling you, she's got to be protecting someone. She just got it.
Is that true, Turtle? Don't lie to me, young lady. I can smell a falsehood from a mile away. And I know you set off those fireworks to divert suspicion from the real bomber. Who are you protecting?
Answer?
No! It was just me. No one else.
Angela. Now, Turtle, do you promise me that you will never play with fireworks again? Mr. McSuthers will see you home now.
Come along, kid.
I'm sorry, Sandy. I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt. And I didn't kill Mr. Westing.
Turtle, I don't suspect you that.
I don't suspect anyone. I think money's the answer, only the stupid stock market won't play along.
Hey, cheer up, kid. You never know how things are gonna go. I mean, even the people who think they have all the answers. Like Mr. Westing, well, they can't control everything.
Sure seems like he can.
I'll tell you a story. Back in the olden days, there was a soothsayer, and he predicted the day of his own death. And that day came, the man waited to die. And he waited, but nothing happened. Well, the man was so happy to be alive that he started laughing, and he laughed, and he laughed, and he laughed, and at 1 minute to midnight, he died. But turn, he died laughing.
So he died. But he was laughing. Very profound.
Thank you.
Sandy, will you stay with me till Angela gets home?
Can't tonight, kid. I got some stuff to do at my house. Tomorrow's my wife's birthday.
Well,
But I'll see you tomorrow at the Western Mansion, all right?
okay. Bye, Sandy.
Bye, kid.
Rearrange the clues again.
Even with the new clues, nothing makes sense.
But they have to. Use either the word on or the word no. I think both together sounds confusing. And I think Majesty should replace king and queen. Darn it! Still nothing!
How's your leg feeling today?
Oh, well, you know, it's actually feeling a lot better. Maybe I don't need this crutch after all.
That's wonderful.
Isn't it? Oh, it's for you. Maybe there's more clues. What does it say?
My darling Angela, you're right. We both need time to think things over. I'll wait. I love you, Denton.
Oh, there's a postscript on the other side.
P.S. Chris said it was all right to give you 3 clues. Plain, grain, and mountain. Mountain must be one of turtles.
Plane. Like an airplane?
No, plain like ordinary. Or wide open plains.
Planes. Grains. Quick, Angela, read the clues again.
Good hood from above, spacious plain grain, on with beautiful waves, America grace, thy purple mountain majesty.
That's it, Angela, we got it! The will said sing in praise for this generous land. The will said may God thy gold refine America! Angela! America, purple mountain majesties, Angela!
But the will said to look for a name, not a song.
Oh, beautiful, for gracious God, for purple with the rain.
No, it's not purple, it's amber. For amber waves of grain. Amber!
I, Turtle Wexler, confess to those 3 wrongs. I'm sorry, it was a dumb thing to do, and I'll never do it again. But I didn't kill Mr. Westing. Your friend, Turtle. P.S. To make up for scaring everyone, I promised to treat everybody here to an exquisite dinner at Who's Up First, after I win the inheritance.
There you are, you little troublemaker!
Look, Mr. Northrop, I already apologized.
Not to me, you didn't. And it's my building, isn't it?
Sorry. It won't happen again.
You better not happen again. Because I'm here to give your irresponsible mother a fake fat bill for all the damage you caused, you little brat!
Fine. Give it to her. Get out of my way, you buck-tooth bully.
She'll be paying for that too, you nasty little delinquent!
Well,
Dude, I am done. I ran 26 miles, all uphill. How is that even possible? Following Otis Amber for you. And the dude never did anything remotely suspicious.
well, what did he do?
You want the list?
Yeah?
First, he went to visit the lawyer at Plum. Then, he went to the hospital to give Angela a letter. Then, he went back to his pathetic-looking apartment. Then, he visited Crow at the soup kitchen before coming back to Sunset Towers.
clues point to him, so he must be doing something.
The man spends his free time volunteering at a soup kitchen. I just spied on him through the windows and watched him spoon bowls of soup and give them to homeless people. I feel like a creep just thinking about it. What happened to you?
Tried making that fertilizer compound. Kind of blew up on me. Literally.
I thought Turtle was the only bomber around here.
This game is driving me crazy. You think the whole point was just to make us all do despicable things?
I don't care anymore. I may never run another day in my life. I've got blisters on my blisters. How am I gonna race tomorrow?
Have you tried your dad's paper inner soles?
My dad?
I don't know, Sandy keeps raving about it.
I didn't know he was inventing again.
Gotta have her answer by tomorrow, and Otis was all I got, so what are we gonna do?
Well, what about that chess thing?
No one admits to playing.
Well, it's up to you, man. I had to keep my mind on tomorrow's race. So, later.
Later.
Poor Grace. One daughter almost killed, the other one's the bomber. Maybe I'm lucky, my kid's just a dumb jock. Come on, what's good of me?
I can't go in Dougie's track meet, Jimmy. Not with all of you pointing at me and snickering and saying, look, there she goes, the mother of Cain and Abel. I'm a failure. Not just in my own life, but with my girls, too.
Nonsense.
No. Everything I've tried to do since my divorce has been a failure. I mean, a decorator? Who am I kidding?
I like what you did with the restaurant.
I don't understand. I mean, what? How? What has happened to me?
Look, who's on first does 5 times more business than Jimmy's American Diner ever did. That's because of you. I'm inventing for the first time since my wife died. It's you too.
Really?
Come on, come to the meet. Gonna get your mind up. Brought a cooler of beers. You can both.
Sam Weston suffered severe facial injuries. Facial injuries. It was the face that disappeared 13 years ago, not the man. The Weston who died should have a different face. What is your plan, old man?
Did you talk to him, Judge?
Talk to whom?
Bonnie Northrup. He was waiting for me at the door when I got back from Dougie's track meet. Mad as a wet cat. Said he had gotten a bunch of complaints about me not showing up to work, drinking on the job, lies like that. And then he fired me right on the spot. I asked him to come and talk to you, hope that you might put in a good word for me and he might let me stay on.
I'm sorry, Mr. McSuggins. I haven't seen Barney Northrup since, well, the day I rented this apartment.
Ah, that's all right. Guess it's not the first time I got fired over nothing. Anyway, what's our plan for this evening?
We have no answer at all. Weston's ex-wife is the one that we have to protect.
Judge, we still don't know who that is.
I think that we do. Bertha Erica Crow.
Well, Judge, now that you say that, that makes a lot of sense. Because I've been doing a little searching on Otis Amber, and I don't think he's as dumb as he pretends.
Nor do I.
He's a troublemaker and a snoop, and frankly, I don't think he is who he says he is.
Well, who do you think he is?
Sam Westing?
Hold on, Mr. McSuggins. Well, I don't play right into the man's hand.
Well, this is how we finally figure out how the mystery ends, huh, Crow?
I have a funny feeling about this, Otis. This is a terrible house full of misery and sin. He's still here, you know.
Sam Westing is dead and buried. Come on, if we don't stay, we have to give the money back. We already spent all of it on the soup kitchen.
I can feel his presence, Otis. He's looking for a murderer. Violet's murderer.
Stop scaring yourself with silly notions. You sound like you're on the bottle again. I didn't mean that, Bertha. Honestly, it'll all be okay.
Somebody's in real danger, Otis. And I think it's me.
Oh, you're a bit early, aren't you? That's fine. I'll have these envelopes to distribute. Please make yourselves comfortable while we wait for everyone to arrive.
Turtle's lost his tail, I see.
It's an improvement. You look good, Turtle.
Oh, I like your hair. Thanks. You know you have to love me forever now.
I will have anyways. Hello, Duncan. Thank you for your note.
I meant what I said. I'll wait for you.
Wow, Turtle, you look like a real businesswoman.
Thanks. You should call me T.R. Wexler then. It's my business name.
You're really looking so well, Chris.
Thanks.
You are.
The medicine helped a lot. It's a step forward. An even more effective medicine is in the development phase. He knows a lot of big words.
You sort of like that.
Oh, wow, Turtle, your hair looks great. Real grown up.
Thanks.
And the local hero has arrived!
All thanks to James Who's paper inner souls.
They are,
Sorry, everybody. Lost track of time.
You're right, Jimmy. I do feel better now.
She had a few beers.
Hi, Mom.
Who's that?
A few too many, it would seem. Hey, Lloyd, can we open these?
Oh, I guess so.
Another 10,000.
You took the money, Mr. McSuthers. Tied you over until you signed a new job.
Gee, thanks, Judge.
11th, welcome again to the Westing House. I will read your names and positions as they were written by each of you on the receipt delivered by Otis Amber. Each pair will be called upon to give one and only one answer. I will record your response in case of dispute. I do not know the answer. It is up to you. Pair 1, Laura Baumbach, mother and friend, Turtle Wexler, financier.
Mother, friends, but that's not what I wrote on the receipt. Me neither, but I might as well call myself a financier. Despite the fact that the stock market dropped 30 points since we received our $10,000, we've increased our capital to $11,587.50, an appreciation of 27.8% calculated on an annual basis in cash.
Pair 1, $11,587.
And 50 cents.
And 50 cents. Pair 2, Chris Theodorakis, ornithologist, Denton Deer, neurology intern.
But I'm not.
We think Mr. Westing was a good man. His last wish was to do good things. He put me with the perfect partner to help me. He put everyone with the perfect partner to make friends.
What is your answer?
Mr. Westing was a good man.
Pair 2, Mr. Westing was a good man. Pair 3, J.J. Ford, judge, Alexander McSuthers, fired.
Yeah, don't have an answer.
Pair 3, no answer. Pair 4, James Hu, inventor, Gracie Windflopple, restaurateur.
Did he say wind
couple?
Never mind wind clopping. The lawyer got the names of physicians all fouled up. It's our turn.
I'm not a lawyer. The newly decorated restaurant who's on First the Eatery of Athletes is open for business. Specialty of the day, fruited sea bass on purple wings. And I am not a bad mother.
Oh, okay.
What is your answer?
At plum.
Yeah.
That's our answer. At plum.
Pair 4, Ed Plum. Pair 5, Bertha Erica Crow, mother, Otis Amber, deliverer.
Mother? Did I write mother?
Is that your answer?
I don't know. Is mother our answer, Crow?
Mother.
Pair 5, mother. Pair 6, W. Who, champ, Theo Theodorakis, writer.
No answer.
Pair 6, no answer. Pair 7, Seidel Kowalski, friend, Angela Wexler, med student.
Angela?
I'm going back to school.
What is your answer?
Our answer is Otis Amber.
Pair 7, Otis Amber. 12. Okay, folks, there will be a short break before the winner is announced. 13th, Bertha Erica Crow, please rise and go to the kitchen for refreshments.
13 is an unlucky number. 6 others.
Hey, Crow, pal, would you mind filling this up for me? I promise I'll get on the wagon tomorrow. Shut up.
Surely you must have the answer, Mr. Crow.
Oh, of course, at least I assume I do. My instructions are to open documents one by one at the scheduled time. I'm 1 minute late. I'll be right back.
Anybody want a drink?
Oh, sure.
Not you. Not you either.
We must keep our wits about us, Mr. McSummers. Sam Weston is not a little fun.
Well, nothing like good old scotch to clear the head.
Dougie, White made another move. A careless one. I got his queen now.
I've retrieved the final parts of the will. 14th, wrong.
What?
All answers are wrong.
What?
Wrong. I repeat, wrong. All answers are wrong. Partnerships are canceled. You are on your own alone.
What?
The lawyer, that's me. I will leave and return with the authorities at the appointed time, and time is running out. Hurry. Find the name before the one who took my life takes another. Remember, it is not what you have, it's what you don't have that counts.
But how much time do we have?
Hey, cheer up. Oh my God. You can still win.
Calm down, people.
This tea tastes funny. What if this was poison?
There is no reason to get paranoid.
How anybody was a paranoid after being locked up with a murderer is really crazy.
That's the truth. I think it's about time that we all share our clues and share the inheritance. Right. Miss Pulaski believes that the answer has something to do with America the Beautiful. Does anyone have any key words that are, not in the song or something?
I don't know. Sing it again.
Listen,
Listen, it's not about what you have. It's about what you don't have that counts. Maybe there's some words or parts of words that are in the song that are missing from the clues.
You know what? They're right. Why don't we all give our clues to Miss Pulaski so she can arrange them in a way that makes sense so we can see what we're missing?
I ate ours.
Wait a minute.
Everyone was given the perfect purpose. Oh, yes.
All right, the missing words or parts of words are Burr from Amber, the from the fruited plain, Erica from America, and Crow from Crow. Burr, the, Erica, Crow.
Oh no!
We found the answer to Sam Weston's puzzle. Now what? Remember, we have no evidence of any kind against this unfortunate woman. We don't even have proof that Sam Weston was murdered. Can we accuse a woman of a murder that's never been proven? I mean, Crow is our neighbor and our friend. Could we sentence her to a life of imprisonment to satisfy our own greed? And if so, we are guilty of a far greater crime than the accused. Bertha Erica Crow's only crime is that her name appears in a song. And our crime would be selling for profit the life of an innocent human being. And as for the master of this vicious game, what is happening here?
I have a selection one, please. Away.
It appears to be coronary thrombosis.
I will take it from here.
It's okay, Mama.
It's okay. He's dead.
Dead? What? Can't be dead.
I saw a young lady, but he's gone. Miss, would you come and shoot from the hall closet? Sir, would you come and shoot from the hall?
How did you get here so fast?
I happen to be on hand. Help us to clone and lock the safe. He's already called for an ambulance. If everyone could please remain calm. I will remain with the body until the in this room.
I don't want to play anymore. Okay.
So the murderer struck again.
Don't be ridiculous, Jimmy, as we're all still fine. There's no reason to believe that there was a poison.
But he didn't drink tea or coffee. He drank from his flask, and Crow filled up that flask. What is
Pocket Pulaski?
I realize in light of recent events, this may seem inappropriate, but according to the will, I must read another document on the hour. If everyone will please be seated. "15. I, Samuel W. Westing of Westing Town, born Sam Windy Windclopple of Watertown, do hereby declare that if no one wins, this will is null and void. So hurry, 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 step right up and collect your prize. The lawyer will count off 5 minutes. Good luck and happy 4th of July."
Did he say Windclopple? I knew Westy wasn't an immigrant's name. Knew it.
The man was insane.
No kidding.
1 minute has passed. Two minutes have passed.
Who cares about anything anyhow? Sandy's dead, and he'll never see him again.
3 minutes have passed. 4 minutes have passed.
The answer is Bertha Erica Crow.
That's all she's saying.
Yes, I do, Otis. The answer is Bertha Erica Crow. I am Bertha Erica Crow, and I am the answer, and I am the winner. I give half of my inheritance to Otis Amber to be used for the Good Salvation Soup Kitchen. The rest of it I give to Angela.
To Angela?
Mrs. Crow, if you will be kind enough to come with me. Everyone else, please remain here. The authorities will be here shortly.
We've looked to see the camera. Everyone take a seat. Wanted.
I can't believe it was Mrs. Crow. Well, at least the guilt's not on our hands. Crowley's going to jail. And all you can do is pat yourself on the back for not being a stupid.
Let me remind you that Crow confessed.
Crow only confessed to being the answer. Nothing more.
Even if Sam Westing wasn't murdered, like the judge said, nothing was wrong with Sandy until he drank from the flask which Mrs. Crow filled.
But if Crow's innocent, that means the murderer is still here in this room.
Poor Crow. Poor Crow.
Poor Sandy, you should say. Sandy's the one who's dead. Sandy was my friend.
Well, maybe you should remember that before you kicked him.
I never kicked Sandy. Never.
Well, someone did. It was obvious from the limp in his gait. Lower leg contusion.
That's a lie. That's a disgusting lie. The only person I kicked today was Barney Marker. I didn't even see Sandy until... I wish I could forget how he looked.
Sandy was my friend too, Turtle. I was playing chess with him, but he didn't know I knew.
How can you be certain that you were playing with Mr. McSuthers?
Well, that's what partners are for. I had Dougie watch the board to see if he was moving the white pieces. I'm actually kind of glad that Sandy never went back. He never knew he lost the game.
Well, did you checkmate it?
I mean, not exactly checkmate, but, you know, he would have had to resign. Took his queen.
I'm afraid greed got the best of you. By taking White's queen, you open up your defenses. I should know I've lost a few games that way myself.
You know what's really odd is that Sandy told me he never played chess.
And I never kicked him either. Angela, can I see your copy of the will? First, I returned to living with my friends and my enemies. I came home to seek my heir. Rather than doing so, I faced my death. To seek my heir. Tomorrow my ashes will be scattered to the four winds. Wincall.
I guess Mom was right all along about being related to Sam Weston.
Sam Westing was my Uncle Wincall? I can clear up this much. Crow married a man named Windcopple, who later changed his name to Westing. Bertha Erica Crow is the former wife of Sam Westing. They have one daughter. She drowned the night of her wedding. It was rumored that she'd rather kill herself than marry the man that her mother had chosen. Oh no! Well, if Sam Westing blamed Crow for their daughter's death, then the whole point of this game is to punish her.
Well then, why would Mr. Westing give her a chance to inherit the estate?
Maybe he wanted his enemies to forgive him.
Second, I, Sam W. Weston, hereby swear that I did not die of natural causes. My life was taken from me. I wanted to. Third, which of you is worthy to be the Weston heir?
He could have pointed this clue and towards Crow without directly naming her as an heir.
Crow's not gonna inherit anything. Not if she's in jail for murder. I don't talk about chess, sacrificing queens. Crow's the one who's been sacrificed.
Gosh, the queen's sacrifice. Stupid, stupid.
No, Sam Westing wasn't stupid. The man was insane. The last part of his will was sheer lunacy. Happy 4th of July, it said. It's the middle of November.
It's November 15th. It's poor Crow's birthday.
Sandy's wife's birthday, too. Judge Ford, I'd like to call my first witness.
What? Haven't we had enough game playing? And when I confessed, bomber no less.
What are you trying to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to prove that Sam Westing is dead and Sandy McSuthers is dead, but Crow didn't do it.
What do you think, Judge? This must be the lowest court you've ever presided over. Complete with a 13-year-old lawyer and a court stenographer who records everything in Polish.
Well, we all played Sam Westing's game. Minus Beckwell Turtle's game now.
Thanks, Peter.
Wait, is that my turtle?
It's the district attorney. Go back to sleep.
No, I'm not asleep. That's my turtle.
Let me begin from the beginning. On September 1st, we all moved into Sunset Towers. 2 months later, on Halloween, smoke was seen rising from the chimney of the abandoned house. I call Chris Theodorakis to the stand. Chris, you're a bird watcher, are you not?
Yes.
Were you bird watching on October 31st?
Oh, yes.
Did you see anyone enter the Westing house?
I did. I saw a man limping. It was Dr. Seitz.
Thank you. You're excused. Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one person who has been privy to all of Sam Westing's affairs from the beginning, and that person is Dr. Seitz. He was Westing's friend, a witness to the will, and his accomplice in this game. On the night in question, I surmise that he went out to the house to build a fire in the fireplace. Why? I call Otis Amber to the stand.
Mr. Amber, please place your gun in the custody of the
Who gave the idiot a gun?
Mr. Amber, seems we are not all who we say we are. In other words, who exactly are you?
I am a licensed private detective.
Yep.
Then why were you disguised as an idiot delivery boy?
Because it was my disguise.
Mr. Amber, who employed you?
I had 3 clients. Sam Westing, Barney Northrop, and Judge Ford.
What were you hired to do, and when and what did you find out? Tell us everything you know.
All right. 20 years ago, after his wife left him, Sam Westing hired me to find Crow, keep her out of trouble, and make sure she never used the Westing name. I assumed this disguise for that purpose. I mailed in my reports and received a monthly check from the Westington Town Bank. Until last week, when I was notified that my services would no longer be needed. But Crow still needs me, and I'll stick by her, no matter what. I'm fond of her.
Oh, shit. Mr. Amber, why did Barney Northrop hire you?
Northrop hired me to investigate 6 people. George Theodorakis, Jane Two, Flora Baumbach, Judge Ford, Grace Winklopple, and Sybil Pulaski. I made a mistake on that last one. It seems I confused Sybil Pulaski for a Sidel Pulaski.
What?
I said Sidel Pulaski was a mistake.
You're not a
I
mistake.
couldn't tell you about Westing's relationship with Crow, Judge. Conflicts of interest, you understand.
I understand all too well. Sam Westing knew every move of the case, but that's why you were an heir, to make sure that Crow played the game.
So, Mr. Amber, Barney Northrop never asked you to investigate Denton, Crow, or Sandy, correct?
That's correct. And Dr. Deere came up when I looked into Grace. Barney Northrop told me he was looking to hire a cleaning lady for Sunset Towers. Good pay and small apartment, so I recommended Crow. I don't know how Sandy got the Dolman job.
Mr. Amber, you were also hired by Judge Ford, I assume, to figure out who everyone else was.
I didn't investigate the judge or her partner.
So you never investigated the man we knew to be Sandy McSuthers or any of your clients?
Never.
Stupid.
You're excused. I now call D. Denton Deere to the stand. dear, you're an expert in medical diagnosis, and you examined the body of Sandy Sothers, did you not?
Yes to the first question, but no to the second. I didn't examine Sandy. I merely made him comfortable before help arrived. He was alive when Dr. Sykes took over.
But surely you saw enough symptoms to make one of your famous medical diagnoses.
Diagnoses, sweetie.
What?
Coronary thrombosis.
Okay.
That's just a guess.
And that means?
A heart attack.
Then he couldn't have died of an overdose of lemon juice consumption, which is what I saw Crow put in his flask.
No. I've at least never heard of anyone dying of overconsumption of lemon juice.
One more question, Richard dear. Do you swear that Sandy has recently been kicked?
I do. And I should know, having been the recipient of one such kick myself.
Here, here.
You're excused. Okay, I now call Seidel Pulaski to the stand. Seidel Pulaski. Oh, yes, that's me. Miss Pulaski, I must compliment you. Come on. And your quick thinking and taking down the will in shorthand.
Well, it's a professional habit.
Yes, these do look professional. The typing here is perfect. Well, almost perfect. Seems you forgot to mention the last word in section 3. The estate is at the crossroads. The heir who wins the windfall will be the one who finds the... Finds the what, Miss Pulaski?
Finds the what? There was so much talking, I couldn't hear the last word.
Oh, claim now, Miss. You claim to be a professional.
I don't think any of us heard the last word. Mr. McSummers, rest his soul, made a joke about ashes at that point.
Oh. You're excused. Ladies and gentlemen, who was Sam Westing? He was poor when he was on the set of immigrants. He was rich Sam Westing and had a huge paper company. He was a sick man who returned to see his friends and his relatives one last time before he died. And he did die, but not when we thought he did. Sam Westing was still alive when the will was read. The obituary, probably found into the newspaper by Sam Westing himself, mentioned 2 interesting facts. 1, Sam Westing had never been seen after his car accident. And 2, Sam Westing acted in 4th of July pageants, fooling everybody with his clever disguises. Therefore, I submit that he was not only alive, but was disguised as one of his own heirs. Nobody would have recognized him. His face bashed in from that car accident. His disguise could be simple. Bad uniform, broken eyeglasses, funny accent.
Sandy?
Does she mean Sandy?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Westing was none other than our dear friend Sandy the doorman.
But what about the murder?
There was no murder. That's right. Sandy was the first one to mention murder. To throw us off, I guess.
But the will said I did not die of natural causes. My life was taken from me by one of you.
Well, Sam Weston's life was taken from him when he became Sandy McSummers.
But what about Barney Northrup? Where does he fit into all?
Barney Northrup was also played by Sam Westgate.
Oh, so that's why Sadie lived when you kicked Barney.
Wendy Wincroft took 3 names. 1, Sam Westing. 2, Barney Northrup. And 3, Sandy McSummers.
I have to say, my mind is blown. No kidding.
I am so sorry, dear. I know he was your friend.
He was. He was. So, we stated at the crossroads, the heir who wins the windfall will be the one who finds the root. Ladies and gentlemen, heirs, for we all inherited something. Let us bow our heads in silent prayer for our benefactor, Sam Westing, alias Sandy the Doorman.
oh, pal.
Oh! They said I was innocent, Otis. They said I was innocent.
It was all a regrettable mistake. Fortunately, Dr. Sykes was here to determine that Alexander Southers died of a heart attack, as did Samuel Westing.
Well, then, Turtle's right, there was no murder. Dr. Sykes was part of the plot.
I would now very much like to resign from this case and all matters regarding the Westing estate with sincere apologies to all concerned.
Wasn't there a last document?
Yes, but as I no longer take a legal
Hand it over to the
interest-
court. Goodbye, my heirs, thanks for the fun and days. I can rest in peace knowing I was loved as your jolly doorman. 17. I, Samuel Weston, otherwise known as Samuel Southers and others, do hereby bequeath my possessions and properties as follows. To all of you and equal shares the deed to Sunset Towers. And to my former wife, Bertha Erica Crow, the two $10,000 checks endorsed by Alexander Southers and Judge J.J. Ford, who should consider the debt of her education in the full. 18. The sun has set on your Uncle Sam. Happy birthday, Belle. And to all my heirs, a very happy 4th of July.
That's it?
That's it.
But what about the 200 million?
Well, we lost the din, I think.
You're leaving here with $10,000 more than you started with, and an apartment to boot. The man is dead, so why not make the best? Happy 4th of July!
Boom! Birthday, bro.
The estate is at the crossroads. The heir who wins the windfall will be the one who finds the force. It's so simple when you knew what you were looking for. Sam Westing, Barney Norfolk, Sam Southers. Do you know the fourth identity of Wendy Norfolk? West, north, south, and all I had to do was look east. I'd like to see Julian R. Eastman, please. CEO of Western Paper Products. Tell him T.R. Wexler is here to see him.
Hello, Tia. I've been expecting you.
Did I win?
You certainly did.
Yes, I knew it. Mr. Weston, Sandy, why'd you do it? Why'd you bring us all together to play the game?
I've done a lot of things in my life I'm not proud of. As Sam Westing, I was a ruthless businessman who had no regard for the people around me. As long as I got my way. Then something happened.
You car accident?
Yes. And I realized that despite all of my wealth, I was essentially alone. I had pushed away all the people that had cared about me. So, I wanted to make amends.
What's amends?
I wanted to make up for my past wrongdoings. But I knew that none of my enemies would accept help from me. Well, at least not as long as I was alive.
So you had to trick them into playing the game.
Yes, and it worked, because now not only are all of you friends, you're more than friends, you're family. something I never valued. And I lost it. I deserved to lose it. So, I wanted to give you all the most precious gift of all. The gift of love.
Well, what did you get, Mr. Weston?
I think I liked it better when you called me Sandy.
What did you get, Sandy?
I got myself the brightest businesswoman of her generation to be my new partner and follow in my footsteps. T.R. Wexler.
You got more than that, Sandy.
Thank you, Turtle. Thank you.
Hi, TR. Hey, Angela. Just wanted to tell Alice I'm going to be a little late tomorrow. It's Julian. He's not going to make it for dinner. I'm so sorry, TR. I know he meant a lot to you. You've been his lawyer for so long now. I'll stay with him then.
Hi, TR.
Hey, Marshmallow Face.
What a loving sister we have. See you later, hon.
Hi, Auntie. Are you still up for chess tomorrow?
Of course, I would miss it.
Baba gave me Auntie's hair today. Love you, bye.
Hang in there, sis. I'm sorry I didn't know Mr. Easton better. He seems like a great man.
But you did know him. You all knew him.
Turtle. Turtle, this is it, Turtle.
You could die before my very eyes, and I wouldn't believe you.
Show some respect. I can still change my will.
No, you can't. I'm your lawyer.
Okay. Tell me about it, Turtle. Tell me again.
Well, Judge Ford is a judge on the Supreme Court. And Otis and Crow got married and live above their model soup kitchen.
Oh yeah, I remember. I'm only a little jealous.
They both. Well, I haven't seen either of them in a while.
And what about those two boys?
Chris and Theo? They're well. Chris and his wife are ornithologists now. And you know that Theo and I have been married for over 5 years now.
What about my niece Gracie? And the real bomber?
Well, Mom and James are well. The restaurant's now a chain of 10 restaurants. And James's Ingersoll business is going strong in several major markets. And Angela and Danny got married, finally. And had a daughter named Alice. We play chess together now.
And the runner, how's she?
Dougie turned out to be a great stepsister. 2 gold medals so far. Remember? I showed you that article.
And the funny one with the crutch?
She's down there to Hawaii to be with her husband, Dr. Schultz. Mr. Schultz.
And the dressmaker?
Baba as well. You know she lives with Theo right now. No more dressmaking.
Turtle.
Yes, Sandy?
Turtle.
Sandy?
Tell Crow to pray for me.
I never told her, Sandy. Remember? I didn't tell anyone about being the winner. Not even Theo knows who you really are. Word? Look, the sun is up. Happy 4th of July.